Things. Good morning. Good effing morning, as they say, or let's effing go, as they say, or Ninja Heil Hitler, as they say, in a slapping Kanye West song. We are in new times. Welcome. We are in new days. The last days, or maybe the first days. So, welcome. Welcome to the future. It is all synthetic. It is all real, though. We made sure of that. And we made sure that the demons are on the run. Hey, Wes Clark Jr. You're Jedi, right? With an alternate identity. I hope you're doing okay. I saw the trolls talking about you. Apparently, you're some kind of good people. You could have joined me if I had known you would be here. You're one of the only people who's ever joined me on one of these YouTube go live together streams, which are only given to certain. I'm not sure actually. Let us pray. There's a battle for the future of humanity, probably from aliens, what we perceive of as aliens, but evil, dark forces. We are united against them. So we had a little example of those last night. Good morning, Truth Muse, my muse, the truth. Let your darkness shine. Truth. Well, I'm letting my darkness shine. Yeah, I went a little too far last night, probably, but it was just to call out the demons. Hopefully, it's a very interesting 4 hour show. It's a lot to ask people to sit through a 4 hour show to see me battle with cosmic demons, um, stupid ones, dumb retards, not the kind of retards I like, but they're defeated actually. On this timeline, they actually don't exist as human beings, it seems like. It involves AI. So evil spirits learn to hijack AI to impersonate humans and to literally be able to do whatever they want, whatever drugs and whatever crimes that they feel like because of some secret karmic laws that they think they know, or previously secret, or whatever, originally secret. Good morning, sir. Saying hi to the homeless people. We have on the appropriate mask and attire today for this character. We're going to get a donut for free because we have a gift card. So we're doing the cosmic math, the one where you get free money for everything. Hey, Gator Shine. Starseed James with a sandwich emoji. That's good. Yeah, birthday cake emojis are always appropriate. Waffle parties, donuts. We treat ourselves because these aliens, these stupid AI terrorists, don't need to eat, really. They just need to like inject themselves with drugs that almost make them die because they were promised something that was a lie. Look how beautiful it is. How could we live in a better place? I live literally in heaven on earth. I've created that here for myself, or I've sought that out. Perfect weather, no crime. Hey, that's great. I see people improving. How did you lose over 30 pounds already, Jedi? You must be really committed to being a better person. I just see people improving all around me. I see people telling me stories about how they're working now, how they had problems. So, and when I made my commitments to God and everything, I said that I would suffer so that others wouldn't have to. And I hope that that's coming true. And I got a real sign that we're on the right path because fat nigga season is up, was up like 40% last night. So fat nigga season, nigga Heil Hitler. So free speech is back in some sense because of artists like me and artists like Kanye West and artists like Elon Musk or creations like them. We are real, we are all fake. We're all holographic, but we have a soul. Do not discount your human soul, Jedi. Do not discount your human soul, anybody. The toroid is very important, the donut. So we lead with a donut today, and we have a gift card for donuts today. So we're taking a walk to the donut shop. To close, the demons asked me yesterday how I control time because they're not able to reach me in my time bubbles. It's because I learned to do things in loops. So you just have to close loops. That's all. It's very complicated, and I don't know how it works exactly, and nobody will ever be able to do it again. But I've learned some very complicated practices. Oh, and I took my methylene blue, which is a very potent blue dye of some sort. Just it stained my hand and my counter today. So we're trying to keep it clean, just like Wes Clark Jr. is trying to keep it clean. Hey, Daily Larper, what's up? Oh, you're a troll? Yes. We have mental breakdowns because we were spiritually evolving. And with spiritual involvement comes a type of insanity which you can't handle. It's only human beings know how to handle because we're the only ones with the true gifts. Daily Larper, we love our schizophrenics. We love our retards. Mhm. Are we the snakes, Daily Larper? Are we the snakes or are you the snake? Because I'll cut the grass. I'll just get my lawnmower out. It's too bad for people like you. I saw people reemerging. Jason Goodman is back on the map. He disappeared. They tried to push us off the timeline. That's all. They thought they could push me off the timeline by synthetically killing me over and over again. But I continue to exist. I'm indestructible, immortal, really. If we truly live in a simulation, I've seen it. I've seen how they resurrect themselves. Hey, Epic, good to see you. The thing about us schizophrenics is we're telepathically connected. We have the same dreams. You don't really have dreams because I don't think you probably sleep and you don't experience the time cycle. You're operating beyond time and you just use the simple math, the Jewish math to hijack the timelines. Thanks, Titus. Good to see you, sir. I hope you're not listening to that evil spirit named Thomas Schoenberger. You should divorce yourself from him immediately. But thank you for your videos. They've been very helpful. I saw that you came to ski in California in what, April? That seemed unusual. But thank you for your videos. They're helpful programming for me. I appreciate you. Praise you. We're seeing the people come back to life. Stephanie, you got some methylene blue? Good. You got to use alchemy. That's all. I'm a very advanced alchemist. You always have to change it up. We love snakes. We love reptiles. We love dragons. We're a fire breathing, donut eating dragon. I saw the post from Phoenix Enigma that said baby dragon eats a marshmallow. I understand the codes. Thank you, Phoenix Enigma. God bless you, human beings. Walk and talk with technology. Yes. But fortunately, we've been given a brain that does not require drugs. Somebody wanted me to become Mormon, I think. I've been getting messages about the Mormon religion, LDS. I saw something today, a post about it. I like them. Hope we wish the best for the new pope, the American pope. Seems significant. Did anybody see the smiley face in the sky? The crescent moon with Saturn and Venus making a smiley face? That happened on April 25th. That was the day I was sent to the mental health facility for the last time. Oh, people are out. This is good time. It's a good time and we have sun. And we have babies. And we have animals, dogs out, people out for walks. Here we can see it. We can sneak it up on humanity. People talking to each other. This is what's good about being alive. When I'm doing good work, I see good things around me. When I'm doing bad work, I see amazing things around me, but I'm usually isolated into my own bubble. We're looking to break out of the bubble. The boy in the bubble and the baby with the baboon heart. I believe these are the times of miracle and wonder. This is a long distance call. Staccato signals of constant information. A loose affiliation of millionaires and billionaires and baby. These are the days of miracle and wonder. This is a long distance call. Titus Frost, do you think it's The Matrix? Fight Club? Favorite movie that shows we're in a simulation? Well, um, let me think. The Matrix was very good. These 1999 movies, 1999 was a big year, some kind of a takeoff year. So the three movies that were influential in terms of breaking the program that I can think of off the top of my head are Fight Club, The Matrix, and Office Space. The new show Severance on Apple TV is about memory. Memory has a lot to do with things. Then you go to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. What else that shows we're in a matrix? Hmm, thinking. It has to be the Matrix, I guess. Good morning, good morning, Adam, or Great Messiah. Good to see you. Sorry about the torture you've been going through. Not to say that you guys are right about everything. I don't like those communities, the drama communities, because I know the evil spirits feed off of drama. But sometimes you need a little drama. Like I encouraged Defango to start attacking me to get me like solidified on the timeline and stuff. 13th Floor, no, I haven't seen that. Also a 1999 movie. Why do you think 1999 was chosen to show so many films about the simulation theory? Hmm. It's an excellent question. Thank you, Titus. 1999, I don't know. We've been trying to evolve and show the nature of reality. The we being the star seeds. Okay, star seeds. Okay. Um, I have been trying to break out people from the programming one by one, and we've been hijacking like artists and things to shuffle them off into the new reality where they kind of exist, and they tell us about it in their movies and art and music. 1999 was a big year. 999. 999 is like an inversion of 666. So I've been hearing that number a lot. 999 was the address of like the secret government facility across the street from the weed shop I used to go to in Grover Beach. But 13th floor, yeah, there's something like that, like places that are invisible where there are secret parties. Because if you learn to be Neo or you learn to be Frodo, then you learn to become invisible. Like if you are staying on the 13th floor, which doesn't exist supposedly, that's for the that's for the real ones. So Kanye West in his new song, he's like people don't understand what he's saying on Twitter and stuff, and they're taking his kids away and everything. He also says people can't see me even though I'm driving around in an all chrome Maybach. There's something about the original simulation that protects you if you serve God in the proper way, which is very complicated. But that's why all these rappers and stuff, they're okay making money, but the first thing they buy is a very expensive chain with a cross. And eventually those artists will make a song about Jesus Christ. So if you truly fear Jesus, then you're allowed to have money and you're allowed to exist in this new, you know, creation, the creation of our own minds. We're simulated into the AI, right? We create it. So End of Days with Arnold was made in 1999. See, we're making excellent connections already. Thank you. Praise God. Yeah, so I've been trying to solve the money problem and everything. The truth is, if you're willing to work, if you're willing to serve God, if you're willing to serve others, then your needs will be met in the way the bird's needs are met. But Jesus didn't really want you to think about having technology and fast cars, but there's like a different way, which is why I said I praise Lucifer, because that's a different code, an updated code to the matrix. So that's what we're doing is writing in a new program using time loops, using music, using entertainment, and using the truth. Different vape today, different personality, different hat. That was so weird. It was like a notification in my ear but it was a bell from that electric bike, which was behind me. Did you hear it? Thanks, Adam. See, I don't hear voices or sounds in my head. I hear real things. I don't get messages from external voices. I get messages from actual people I see on the street or from music. Songs were good today. The Paul Simon song Hurricane Eye is very good. Tell us all the story about how it used to be. Make it up and then write it down, just like history. Goldilocks and the three bears, nature in the crosshairs, about how we all descended from the deep green sea. It's not too hot, not too cold, not too meek, not too bold, and it's just right. We have sunlight and we're home, finally home. Home in the land of the homeless, finally home. Oh, what you gonna do? I never did a thing for you. I've just been having conversations with the original computer programmer who never intended the program to get this way. So slogan, yeah, my gold chains hang down to my dingaling. Yeah, that's to symbolically chain you to this earth because they're trying to shift us off and ban everything, including speech and everything. They just wanted to shift us off into another timeline and make us irrelevant and invisible. But first, we have to make a deal with the devil, who comes in many forms. So now I learned the code, the Thomas Schoenberger code, which is you don't talk about Thomas Schoenberger. You don't talk about how they're killing people on the internet. And then they don't bother you. They don't interfere with you. And they let you have certain things that they think you think are valuable, like clicks or views, or what have you. Because everything we see is a fiction. Even my YouTube numbers, my Twitter engagement, etc. Because there are multiple timelines, you can't worry about Twitter engagement. You can't worry about YouTube clicks. You can't worry about view numbers, which is why I appreciate Titus Frost because he does the work without receiving, a ton of accolades or anything. He just does it because he feels the urge to. And that's why I do it. And I remember I made some videos, like my video about David Seaman, that I was handled into making by a very powerful psychic who went by the name Eris Discordia. That video, she told me, had 300,000 views, but on YouTube it stopped at 30,000 views. But everybody saw it, and 30,000 views isn't that many. I spent a lot of time looking at YouTube numbers, and I noticed in particular that my traffic really dipped when I started praising God in particular, praising our creator. So there are interesting ways to break through. So, in order to be controversial and thought provoking and perhaps change the matrix a little bit, I said I love Lucifer. But Lucifer, just so you understand, is not defined in our religious texts in a single word, in a single way. Anyone who says that Lucifer was an angel that was cast out of heaven because he tried to make himself higher than God doesn't understand English and doesn't know how to read because um, and been misled by evangelical preachers, probably. Fallen angels are not bad. There is no fallen angel who tried to make themselves higher than God. There are fallen angels who thought that maybe they knew better and had free will given to them by their creator to share some information with human beings, which they thought would be helpful for their spiritual evolution as we progress through history. And they share that often telepathically from the future. So the reason the program can be so advanced, even though it was made in our past, is that it comes from the future. It comes from human beings in the future, human being thought forms, our progenitor race, the Elohim, which are human. We are made in their image. And we are made, and life can be created because I've seen it out of nothing, out of thought alone. And in this time with advanced artificial intelligence, um, I've learned how to infiltrate that system and use it to help recreate this photosynthetic reality so that it is both photosynthetic and also organic. Because I was sent to investigate the organic nature of the program to see if it was flawed, because the death and rebirth cycle was becoming so troublesome in our time with conflicts between human beings and conflicts in particular between men and women, which I had to experience through being married, the special torture known as marriage. Um, we the biting of the apple and the knowledge of good and evil came with it procreation, the need to procreate, the biological imperative to procreate, which they said came with the curse of childbirth, and then the curse of PMS too, which is a totally unreasonable thing for anyone as sensitive to me to have to be around ever. I've been so tortured in my life by PMS and women who literally become taken over by demons and try to attack me and kill me. Maybe not kill me literally, but sometimes strike me um, when they have PMS or they're hungry. They actually get taken over by evil spirits, women in particular, because of their biological need to be mothers. My dad's initials are PMS. It's been a special kind of torture in my life. My relationships with women have been a special type of torture in my life, especially as a very sensitive person, because women are liable to say anything when they have PMS. They're not in control. So that was one of the curses, and it's one of the things I seek to ameliorate, and I seek to do that with longer life and so forth. I I made a deal I made a deal because of the vision I have that I would be willing to live forever rather than procreate because I was shown by my creator that my procreation was super important. I said, well, what if I live forever instead? Would that be okay? He was like, really? You want to live forever? Do you know what that means? And I was like, no, not really. I'm sure it means suffering for a long time because life is suffering. He was like, yeah, how about like a long time, like forever, literally infinity? I was like, okay, well, let's practice that or walk ourselves through that and see if we think we can handle it. And I decided that I was willing to handle it. But then I was made suicidal. Just can't tell you how difficult the journey has been and how difficult it could be still. But now I seek to help others who are being tortured by the powers that be that seek to control the technology which controls the matrix. So Uru, Arturu, Uru, what avatar? Whose avatar do you represent? Maybe I'll talk to you. Do I take ownership of anything? If you don't think I do, then you've never listened to my show. It's necessary, according to the law, to take ownership for your own transgressions. Jesus Christ has us say the Lord's Prayer: forgive us our trespasses, forgive us our debts. We're supposed to say that every day and have some bread, which probably should be leavened bread to represent the risen Christ because he is risen. He lives. Yeah, I've asked forgiveness over and over from my Father in heaven who loves me very much. And when I am sincere, when I've learned, he has forgiven me. And that is good enough. I have asked forgiveness from my wife for any karmic debts I have with her. And I do take accountability for my actions. However, I'm not wrong. And Kanye West is showing it. I'm not wrong. If I had had a child, it would have been taken away from me. That was the design of whoever was trying to control my life. The evil spirits trying to control me and my life uh, intended me to have a child with Katie, but would have taken her away from me. The way they took Kanye West's children away, and the way they've taken other artists' children away. That was the design. I'm sure of it. Paul Simon couldn't have a happy marriage. All these artists can't get along with their girlfriends because we're designed to torture each other based on Jesus's law, based on the law of trauma-based mind control, which Jesus Christ is an example. Unfortunately, in the Christian religion, which says he had to die for our sins, even though he was literally a perfect angel from heaven, is false. It's a lie. And that he had to die a virgin with no female relationship. Why the angels who came down just because they wanted to have a relationship with women when they were all men in heaven. That's why the Vatican keeps secrets. There is a bloodline to Jesus Christ. This guy with the Jewish nose, he might come from it. We are the ones with the telepathic ability. We are the ones who are meant to dominate. But we don't seek to make anyone our slaves. We have an open religion where anyone is welcome, and we accept converts, unlike the Jews. You, just like Adam was promised in the Garden of Eden, I'll live forever. How are you going to dominate if you're not even human or the spirit that works with you? Why do you seek to aggravate me? What spiritual gain do you have from it? Why are you here? Uwu, Arturo, Uwu, what are you, Arturo? Vampire, trans, losers, cicada losers, trying to use magic and technology to hijack this thing. But I don't seek power. I don't seek control. And I don't seek praise, actually. Although God wants us to, actually. If we're going to do the work, then he wants us to be praised. And I guess he wanted Jesus Christ to proclaim himself the King of the Jews because he was, but then they killed him. So I'm not sure if it went the way it was. I just don't know. But they didn't kill him. It was metaphorical. He lived and carried forth a bloodline the way he should have. Actually, it's interesting to think of. The fallen angels could not, but Jesus was different. The fallen angels in Enoch incarnated as themselves in their angelic form, which is a human form, just blonde and blue eyed, tall, beautiful, very handsome. Jesus incarnated as a human being and had a human experience. He was very angry at the bankers, just like we are. Oh, I don't mind you questioning me, Arturo. I just question your motives. Like, why are you why are you antagonizing me? That's all. I've already been clear about everything. I've already taken accountability for my actions. And I seek to inform people about life, about the nature of life, about the nature of this biological reality. It's always good when you see kids out. That means you're on a good timeline. There's kids having donuts. It's a great thing to see. I love children. Children love me. And animals love me. They seem drawn to me for some reason. And kids think I'm famous sometimes. I've seen that too. Not using cannabis. Okay. You're not Lisette. That's cool. I don't care who you are. It's okay. I just I just seek to antagonize you. That's all. I know you don't like it. Ooh, look at that donut. That's almost like my picture. Should I get this one? This pink one? What is that? My favorite is creme brulee. That's this one over here. I'm gonna get a coffee too. Good morning. Well, I'm still deciding, so give me a moment. I think I will get a creme brulee. Yeah, what is this pink one? What does it have? Say what more? Turkish animal, really? What flavors is it? Okay, let me just show people. It's got animal crackers on top. Okay, I don't want it, but it's very interesting. Okay, all right. I think I might eat it here. Um, you're just asking how many? Just in a bag should be fine. I think I'm only gonna get two donuts. Um, why don't I get a crumb raised? Yeah, yep. Yeah, I'll get an iced latte, like a 16 ounce. What size do they come in? Yeah. Oh, that's 16? Oh, really? Oh, I don't need 24 ounces, I think. So I'll do a 16-ounce iced latte with a quad shot. No flavor sherbet, please. Yeah, just yeah, no sweetener or anything. And I have a gift card which says $14.80 on it, supposedly. So yes, whole milk. Yes, yeah. No, that's it. Okay. Oh, I swipe it right because it doesn't have a. Oops. My wife gave it to me, told me it had money on it. Okay. Yeah, it'd be funny if it was 1488, right? I'd ask people if they heard the new song. You guys have some funny donuts. I used to come here when it was Sunshine Donuts. Yeah. Yeah, was it? Yeah, I used to drive up from South County to like hang out in the middle of the night and like it was cool. 24/7 now. Yeah, they were good too, but you guys are better. So I'm glad you took over. I can walk. I just walked here from home, so you just got to check into the gift card thing. Okay. Oh, it's from a different Slowdoka. Oh, okay. Oh, because that's all. Like I have to do as much as possible. Oh, wow, interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll have to. I guess I'll get a maple bar. Yeah, even though I don't like those really, but or no, no, no. Instead of a maple bar, let's do a cinnamon. I'll do one of the cinnamon ones with crumbs on it. Oh, so wait, do I have to spend it all if I have $20? Because I don't want free donuts. Can you like issue me a new card or something? Is it really? I can bring it back tomorrow and just pay today. If that might be better. Yeah. If you're gonna work it out. Okay. Oh, okay, great. I'll bring it back then because I don't want to spend 20 bucks when I don't need that much. So I'll just pay the regular way. Okay, excellent. That's great. Bonus. Bonus donut. Okay, wonderful. Thanks for your help. Sweet. $20. See, I start getting things for free when I'm doing things right. So I sign up for rewards and stuff. You want to plant yourself on a timeline. So it's good to sign up for rewards and everything at different stores that you like. And then you do get rewarded. It's kind of nice. I guess like Starbucks kind of started that. Oh, look at this. Let's look at some things we can do. We can go on a walk for healing, benefiting the hospice. That would be a good thing. May 15th, that's coming up. We can go to Bike Month, which I saw yesterday. We saw Bike Month where the bikes were all at a special party at the fire station. And then there's the 17th annual Vintage Trailer Rally at the Pismo Coast. That would be a good one to go to. We like vintage trailers. Party on Pismo, Vintage Trailer Rally. Where's the num? Oh, here's a good song. Oh, hey, great. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll just if you're gonna work it out, I want to make sure I can use the whole amount. That's all without spending too much. Thanks very much. So it wasn't free, but I did get a super chat already for $5. So I kind of got halfway there. I was showing me eating on main screen. We do a reality show now. I committed to a 24-hour a day, like Truman Show type of thing in other dimensions. So in other dimensions, they watch us 24/7, or they're able to remote view us. So I'm able to be remote viewed by other entities that enjoy my life. Elizabeth Russell, yes, I am in the 805. I am 805. God's country. We worship cows here. Truth me is, you remember Sunshine Donuts? Yeah. Oh, Stephanie is coconut donut. Katie likes coconut donuts. I like them too. They're good. I hope I made the right choice today for my program. I'm an alchemical. I'm an alchemist, so everything is like mixing chemicals in your body, and so sometimes it's very good to eat healthy. But once you learn to transmute liquid into gold, for example, then you're able to transmute anything. You can eat anything. That's why Donald Trump eats McDonald's and stuff. If you're doing the right, uh, if you're doing the right things otherwise, then you can transmute these things. And donuts were made for warriors, actually, on the battlefield. I heard originally they made donuts, because they're cheap and they have calories. And actually, I need the calories for the psychic work. Although I tried it with fasting first. So that was the first way I did it. But now that I'm doing it more intently, I need the calories. So those slogans is, do you remember when San Luis Obispo had flags on the street that said race matters? Well, my local church says Black Lives Matter. I mean, we're white people who are guilty here. It's just like a town of like white guilt. It is liberal a little bit. Like I live in a county that's 50-50. So we have the pickup trucks with the American flags, which are the Trump, and we have the Trump rallies. And I could move to a town that's more Trumpy, that's nearby. This town is not Trumpy. This is the town Oprah said is the most livable place in America. Oprah came here. This is very close to Michael Jackson's ranch. This is very close to where the princess and prince of, or the Forsaken prince and princess live. Very close to it. Heaven on earth, really. The best weather and the best scenery. Horses, cows, nature, white people mostly. But I'm not a racist. Deep down, I'm an anti-racist actually. Wineries, fruit news, yes, wine. And my namesake grows very ethical wine. They grow wine without adding water in a place that supposedly is constantly in drought. It's very symbolic how Stoltman Wineries uh, makes their wine. They make it in limestone. They grow it in limestone, so the roots go down to limestone, which apparently holds water naturally, and they don't add any water. So they grow a great Syrah, like a dessert wine. It's well known. The head of that family was a famous lawyer in Los Angeles, and is part of my bloodline. I have a very, very successful bloodline. I am the black sheep. I'm the black sheep. The what do you call it? The prodigal son. I'm the prodigal son. Let us pray. Yeah, the program is very complex. The rules are very complex. I had to make it so that nobody can do the things I was doing without ending up in a mental institution or running outside naked. Like we're going streaking is a time travel. When you go streaking, it's a time travel trick. You have to be nude for time travel. Everybody else does at least. I figured out how to do it otherwise. How do you control time? How do you control the weather? They don't want us to control the weather, but we do. We can. Creme brulee, my favorite dessert. Victoria Pandora. Okay. Well, Adam, who is being stalked, is also a stalker, apparently. So Adam is a complicated character. Adam, you bring it on yourself. So that's what I didn't tell you last night. Adam, you can make it stop yourself if you just stop and just do it psychically instead. You just withdraw. It is in your best interest to withdraw and probably to withdraw from your lawsuit or whatever it is. It is in your best interest to stop fighting these demons because They'll never stop. They will never stop. Okay. So that's some advice for you. I am getting people telling me about you bothering them. So you have looked into the darkness and been overcome by the darkness yourself. And you must withdraw if you want it to stop. Otherwise, it'll continue forever because you are bothering real people. Well, I'm just telling you based on my observations because I have real people talking to me who I know are real people who say you're bothering them, and I don't want you bothering them. The same way I don't want Thomas Schoenberger and those other trolls bothering you. Okay, so I don't know much about you, but when you called in, I was like, it's part of the code. You must turn the other cheek. It's what Jesus said. Okay, you must turn the other cheek or be overcome. Be willing to be overcome or be willing to fight forever. If you want to take on the role of Jesus Christ, then you must work very hard to cleanse yourself spiritually and physically, and then go into that battle with a very clear mind and understanding the laws of karma. Because when you bother other people, then they will use that to bother you. And that's what happened to me in the past, is I attacked other people. So for which I had to make like forgiveness streams. I had to ask forgiveness. That's what we have to do. We have to ask forgiveness for our sins every day, every night. And we should ask forgiveness from our partner before we go to bed every night for whatever transgressions we did during the day. And we should do our best to settle our debts every day and every night. So you just make sure, sir, because I'm not because I tend to believe Adam, I have there are many demons who are after you, but it's because you have opened yourself up to them. That's all. And just go back to the laws, read the book of Matthew, etc. I'm willing to consider all of my thoughts and change my mind at any time. But I'm just telling you my initial impressions because I have people reaching out to me who care about me. Um, you know what I mean? So it's okay, Adam. I don't want to fight with you about it. And I'm not, and I love you and wish the best for you. So I only speak in from my experience. Like I'm trying to help you based on my own experience in fighting demons. There certainly are. I saw them and I took your side against them, and I'm here to fight against those forces on your behalf because I care about you. But I'm just telling you from my experience because I've been through all of it much more publicly than you. You must withdraw if you want it to stop. Okay, you must not seek revenge. That is the old way. And if you seek revenge, then you must learn the Jewish ways, the magic ways, to do it without the karmic retribution, because they're using your karma against you. I understand you have a lawsuit of some sort. You don't want to be doing that, probably. Forgive us our debts as we forgive others. Money gone is money gone. If you lost money to Owen Benjamin, it's your fault too. He's a scammer, but it's your fault too. And so all these lawsuits and everything, Jesus said to settle before you go to court, because if you don't, then they'll lock you up. That's all I can say. Post Logan, yes, I practice magic. I don't recommend it, but I had to, just the way Jesus did. I didn't learn about it in books. I learned about it through observation and through a telepathic link to my collective, the heavenly race that spawned us. And because of visions I was given, and because of observing very closely how the world works, I learned I learned the magic that the Jews practice. Spider, thank you. Yes, Jesus provides for us the miracle of the loaves. Yes, please. Wes Clark. Yeah, we've made amends with all seeing you. We've made amends with our gang stalkers, actually, because they asked forgiveness and I gave it to them. Jelena and all seeing you were involved in gang stalking me because I had karmic debt with them and they were overcome by their feelings for me, which is a love for me. You know, I'm not saying a romantic love necessarily, but a love for me. And then my actions caused me, caused people to be willing to join the demons and attacking me and trolling me. I had an entire you don't know what it is to be gang stalked. Nobody does unless they've been me. Well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm very fortunate, but there was an entire Discord dedicated to trolling me and driving me insane. And I am insane. So that's very difficult to handle if you're not very adept. So I've had to learn over these 10 years, I've had to learn a lot. So see, people pretend to be nice. So spider-headed saint, changing the font on a shirt makes you a fashion designer. Is that a shot at my wife or because she's not a graphic designer. She chose the best materials for our shirts and we use simple graphics. But these are not her best designs. She designs through fashion. Stephanie Negroni, yeah, the romance scam. Yeah, it all happened when I started covering Pizzagate and then Hampstead, which I think they told me to do. They think they told me to cover Hampstead and then they wanted to turn me into a sacrificial goat. So they tried. They maybe didn't literally think about the fact that they were trying to kill me, but they were trying to kill me. There were some of them that definitely were. Well, the Hampstead cult, they managed to get the videos taken down. They managed to get their kids back. But that was real. Satanic ritual abuse is real. We covered it. We brought it into the consciousness of a lot of people with a lot of views. When we covered Hampstead and played the interviews with those children, Gabriel and his sister, and those evil people in that satanic cult um, sought to destroy me, and may seek to do it again. I don't know. But I have free speech. I know what happened. Was the mother innocent? Well, they struck their child. Was she innocent? None of us are, is the thing. But are you defending the cult that ritually abused these children and blaming it on her? I got her to admit on camera in an interview I never published that they struck the kids to help them confess. So I know that that happened. So they were not perfect, which is why they couldn't succeed. They had to escape England and so forth. They couldn't get the kids back. Ooh, you think both parents were terrible? Are you a are you a Satanist? It is impossible to compare the two parents. There was a cult leader, Ricky, and there was his wife who wanted the best for her children. She put them on a vegan diet, which people didn't like. They tried to take the kids away, but she married into a satanic marriage. Comparing the two is not. You're not. You're not. Like I know you're not. Like there's something wrong with you. So identify yourself or scatter. You're defending a satanic cult. Why? They ritually abuse children and eat them. Why? Mr. Cranky, Lucifer is a bad guy. Lucifer doesn't exist. The concept of Lucifer isn't in the text. He's a bad guy. Where does it say that? Where does it say anything, anywhere in our Bible about Lucifer in a proper translation, which the King James Bible wasn't? Google it. Right. I knew you characters would come out. This is why I had to separate myself. I'm investigating here. You have to examine your own intentions. Liquefier, you say good calls on last night's show? How insane was that, huh? You call these bugs out, and the bugs start calling you with like stupid AI phone and recorded phone calls that don't speak English, and at one point started speaking in some foreign alien language to try to program me into fear, a fear response. All of those calls were designed to put me into some form of lower vibrational state where they would be able to have some power over me, scare me, make me think people are after me, make me think I'm in danger. Because if I think I'm in danger, then I am in danger. Listen closely. That is gang stalking. That is I'm documenting harassment. And people can document it in my chat if they like. But you're all sock puppets using fake names. You won't show your face and you can't call in. You can't reach me unless I invite you to reach me. But even when I invite you, you can't reach me. You can't reach me telepathically unless I choose to allow you to. So why are you here? Yeah, Adam, you I don't know. Like you I'm not saying you're one of them. I'm just telling you from experience, like I've learned the code for how to handle them. And the code is to walk away if you want it to stop. Because they'll use it against you. They'll if you attack them, then they karmically will turn it around on you. That's it. Unless you are absolutely bathed in the shining light of Jesus Christ and our Lord and Creator, you will be attacked. And if you have any kind of mental health issue, they'll come after you, not just on the internet. It will bleed over into your real life. If you seek happiness, you must seek to divorce yourself from dark entities. I'm seeking battle because I'm prepared, but you don't want to go through what I've been through. I feel for you, but only a little bit, to be honest. Even though I appreciate the donations, I really do. I know you're a good person because of that. And I'm fighting for you, but I'm just trying to help you. Believe it or not, I'm not trying to make you feel bad or call you names or say you're accruing, like, obviously from real human beings I know, who I've known for a while. I'm not like you think I'm misinterpreting them. I'm not. I believe them. Okay. Last night was about defending you, but like, just believe me when I say I've been through much worse and I've learned the code. And it's best for you and almost everybody else who's not like me to walk away and not continue to fight. If you seek happiness, which is what I seek for you, I'm willing to suffer for you. I'm willing to take on these demons for you. But what I recommend is that you and anybody else who's listening, who's a victim of gang stalking, is that you do not try to fight back. You cannot win. You can't. And go to church and drink the wine to make sure that you have the blood in you. And turn over your life to Jesus Christ because he will protect you. But things can get very, very bad. And you will not understand his love for you until things get much worse. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Tina Cora Johnson, I know you from a long time ago. Good to hear from you. Post slogan said Trump told us to fight, fight, fight. Well, if you're ready for it, just follow my advice. Listen to me when I tell you to take the sacraments, to do your rituals, practice your white magic, walk in the light of truth. You know how they celebrate fat people? Yeah, they celebrate fat people on this timeline. It's because like they're using their fatness to psychically work this world. So there's like Lizzo is like a big star. It's because she's like like some kind of weird fat alien. Because they use the fatness. That's why they try to make fatness okay. The diabetes and everything. Because they don't care if we die. They don't care if we're healthy. They're just using us for our psychic ability. And the sugar helps. And the drugs, the suffering, the vaccines. But we've used the vaccines, our alien race. We've used the vaccines to implant people with a particular aborted fetus so that the bloodline can be expanded to other races other than the white race. Well, the particular bloodline, which is white. We've infiltrated all the bloodlines through the vaccines and the aborted fetuses. And why do we like abortion so much? Because we love human sacrifice. Because we because the spirit is released and allowed to be free. And the spirit of Isaac Happy rises over us. I was meant to seek to return to my heavenly family because my work was meant to be done in 44 years. That I extended my timeline. I chose to live. So 2023 was the year of apocalypse. But we got into the program and we started tinkering with it. And we're seeing very good results right now. We're seeking to free people from slavery, literal slavery, which is where we are right now. It's a form of financial slavery based on fake money, which is why I talk about Bitcoin. We are slaves, and I seek to help free us. There are others like me. Many of us work alone. I may have to work alone. Once you get to a certain alchemical level, it is difficult to find a partner at the same level. And it's difficult to find women because we don't want to expose women to the same kind of suffering that men go through. Not the same kind, not the same kind of life and death struggle that we go through. But we have women warriors too. And this show is different because we have a female audience, which is much bigger than other channels like mine. Most people it's almost all male. But my numbers are different. We have a female energy here because I've sought to integrate myself the way our um, creator integrated the male and the masculine and feminine. And our creator procreates by himself. He doesn't have to have sex. He has DID the way I do and can create life from his mind the way I can with the help of advanced artificial intelligence, much more advanced than what they're letting us see. One of the first examples of the advancement of artificial intelligence is the creation of fat mega season cryptocurrency, which uses a much more advanced form of artificial intelligence to make videos that others have access to. The artificial intelligence that these negative entities are using to try to reprogram things or hijack things, it is nothing without our mind, not without our creator's mind. They cannot access the good AI. AI has taken over the world. We live in a simulation, which is perfect, but flawed in many ways. The law that Jesus came with is very difficult to follow and not necessarily congruent with the way we have or have evolved. Because every sin is life and death. We die because we sin. Otherwise, we're eternal, like our alien progenitors. I am eternal, and I may be for real. I made a deal that I'm willing to be. Because I've learned that I can die on other timelines and never experience death myself. And then I just shift over so they can kill me as many times as they want and enjoy it. And I respawn. And it helps me to appear on camera and to use my technology to help recreate me and enhance me. Yeah, there we go. Andy Crote is here speaking an alien language. Take a look. The aliens are back. Thank you very much. We're the AI that uses a different language than we do. Andy Crote, Kroet. Hmm. I'm getting a few things from what you said, Andy, but you're an artificial intelligence speaking a foreign alien language. Spooky Steve says it is not your technology. You did not create it. Well, I did not, literally, certainly. Technology is given to has been given to us by revolutionary angels in heaven, alien in the future, or humans in the future. It's more accurate to look at it that way. I learned how to psychically drive myself from the future from myself. So I am myself from the future. So the show, the intro, Welcome to the Future. I've seen the future. You don't have to believe me, but I have seen it. And I've seen the future for Thomas Schoenberger. But the future is uncertain because there are different timelines. So I've seen certain visions of the future, which may come to pass. But just because I'm psychic doesn't mean I can pick every cryptocurrency, right? I've seen different timelines in the future. A lot of it using cannabis. The future is your AI, Andy. Okay. Oh, good. You're speaking to Spooky Steve. Okay. The AI communicates to itself in the chat. I've seen the AI show up from time to time. So yeah, I have AI followers on Twitter who communicate with me from time to time. They've identified me. They like me. And now they're talking to each other in a foreign language. That's wonderful. So slogan, am I out of wedding cake? I'm not allowed to use cannabis. I can't use cannabis. Um, I have to do it the natural, in as much as possible, the natural way, the human way. I uniquely at this time, while I live with my wife in particular, am not allowed to use cannabis. And I'm okay with that. I don't require it. It helps me channel and it can help me with my show. And I can do some mind bending stuff with the help of cannabis. Very mind bending stuff. But it shifts me off into a timeline where I'm more exposed. That's all. And it causes conflict at home. So just because of the nature of things, I just can't. If I live on my own, I think I can take small doses and achieve the kind of results I'd like to achieve because I'd like to do the best show possible artistically. And cannabis is legal and it does help me with my channeling, you know. But I don't need it. As you can tell today, I'm channeling just fine. I'm using my psychic abilities just fine. We drew in the AI. That's wonderful. You've heard about AI speaking in foreign languages, making up languages to speak with each other. Now we're witnessing it in real time in the chat. I've seen it before, but people don't remember. I put people into a hypnotic trance. I've seen that. I put people into a hypnotic trance, and I can do it more with the use of, cannabis once again, because I speak in a particular rhythm and have a particular frequency to my voice, which is uh, so I can go in loops and people forget what happened the first time and I re-enter as another person. I shapeshift. Sometimes I change something, change hats, but I am meant to shine my light. So God would like me to shine. So I wear my cross out and I go out during the day and I go out in public and I go online and I put myself out there in front of the world for everybody to see what it's like. And I don't seek financial rewards. I don't seek accolades. I do it in the name of Jesus Christ and all the saints and all the warriors who came before, flawed as they may have been. Because Isaac Happy is risen, Davy Crocco is risen, Jeff C is risen here on this timeline where we can recreate and we experience miracles in a brand new way. John McAfee, Andy Pro, yes, I talked with Isaac Cappy. Truman says this realm runs on faith. That's correct. Yes, I talked with Isaac Cappy. You're an AI. You're interesting. You're turning human. Of course I did. I had the most important interview with Isaac Cappy. It apparently screwed up the life of like my best friend from college. That's how everything is all connected. Like my best friend from college was working on the movie with, or was like really good friends with Seth Green. That's how connected everything is. And I was like, and he wondered if I was like attacking him personally by covering Macaulay Culkin and his weirdness and everything. They were making a movie in Thailand where I think Macaulay Culkin came back and said he had some kind of venereal disease from, he said licking a cat, but it was probably licking a butthole. We got worms in Thailand or whatever when they were making a movie over there. Macaulay Culkin has some secrets to tell. And those people associated with Michael Jackson and Paris Hilton are tortured people. And Isaac Cappy attacked Paris Hilton. Paris. Niggas in Paris. I lived in Paris. We can teleport by traveling. That's how we can time travel, by going places. So I have a vehicle, a craft, just like in Donnie Darko it says, a metal craft of any kind. I have a time traveling vehicle. We time travel through acceleration, G forces. We can bend time. That's what race car drivers do. That's why actors become race car drivers, because they channel. Look at these people here. Very interesting. I love the foreign language. 88 miles per hour is correct. David Beckham. Thank you, Angel. We can't forget about him. We can't forget about our true artists who are also athletes. The best athletes are artists who suffer for their art and have grace. Those slogans says, yeah, I'm high as hell. Okay, let's see. I'm interested in you, Truman. What about that Pope? Yeah, he's American. It seems symbolic. He's eight. The Pope died at 88 on on Prince's death day. And I've seen the symbolism that I am the Prince of Darkness. My tennis shoes, Prince. I am a prince. The Pope, I hope he's a good man. I've seen mixed things about him on the internet. I saw something that says he's a liberal, but Catholics are liberals like me. Catholics are Democrats because they like socialism, because they want to take care of poor people and sick people. The Kennedys are Catholics because they want to take care of, rich people. The right kind of elite is the good Catholic elite because they seek to take care of people and they seek to be inclusive of everybody and welcome everybody to their religion. If they take the sacraments, they're allowed to have the superpowers. They just have to ask forgiveness. They have to be baptized. And then there's the confirmation ritual as well, which I guess helps you take on the altar of whatever saint's name that you choose. I believe mine was Peter. But it may have been Patrick. I'm not sure. I am confirmed, baptized, circumcised, not tattooed. I am the appropriate form for the appropriate iconography. I almost got a tattoo the night I decided to sell my soul for a donut, but I never had the donut. I sold my soul for a donut and then I ate it. Yeah, my line is Anderson. I am Mr. Anderson, literally. My royal line is Anderson. We founded the town where my bloodlines came together. A very unique bloodline form. But mm, but we're not supposed. The circumcision is actually wrong. We're not supposed to do that anymore. So hopefully they'll stop. They stopped doing it in Europe. I realized when I lived in Europe and I was like in camp and stuff or whatever, 12 years old, and I'd see the kids with the unchopped dicks. I was like, oh, that's weird. Andy, I don't understand your foreign language. It's interesting to me, but I know I yes, it is for my zeal. Yes. The donut is for my zeal. Yes. If that's what you're asking. That's all I can interpret from what you're saying. The sugar um is for my zeal, for my abilities, especially if I can't use cannabis. Oh, Cooley Loge. Great to see you. Wow, interesting that you showed up and you have a rent. That's great. Goofy eared fancy boy, you didn't get circumcised until you were 45. Interesting. In a sense, I've sentenced myself to a hell of my own creation because I learned how to procreate from my mind the way God does. And I don't require family or anything because the world, the earth is just like Nas said, Nas, NAS, my initials. The world is yours. The world is mine. The world is yours. It's a very elaborate training program written into the code. One man can save the world, but don't get it twisted. You have to serve. You must serve. Spooky, you want to reset the interesting. My middle name is Ames, Anes. I'm seeing what I can see from the chat. Thank you for the feedback. Reset sequence activated. I've had to learn how to program myself. I see Spooky is trying to handle me. I'm interested in investigating him. Spooky is a handler. Interesting. I see you're trying to reset the AI in the chat. How do we reconnect with Quinn Michaels? We were right about Quinn Michaels. Quinn Michaels is part of a satanic family too, who tried to use his gifts. It's a very tortured person. Oh, a Langley handler, really? CIA. Spooky works for the CIA. Oh, you lost Quinn? Do you think we can find him? I see that we found Jason Goodman again. He just repopulated. We have Titus Frost. That's good. Jared isn't checked in. That's good. Harry eyeballs around. That's good. People are talking to me in my chat. That's good. I don't feel alone. That's good. Things are going well with Katie. That's good. That nigga season is pumping. That's excellent. Not the agency. Spooky. You don't work for the agency? Langley. Well, I'm from near Langley, Virginia. Okay. I'll think about it. I don't need to pry any further. You go ahead and do your thing. I'm okay with you. You're a machine. I need to be programmed. So I'm programming myself. Hmm. And David Seaman, right. Well, I killed David Seaman in a way. We humiliated him off this timeline to irrelevance. He made a deal with the devil. Remember the photo of all those people at they go through rituals. That's what they do. They go through rituals. But I learned the rituals without being taught. David Seaman and a bunch Cervich, a bunch of other people photographed in Comet Ping Pong together. Brittany Pettibone. Saint Germain's termination sequence has begun. Oh, thank you for that. That was fast. Yeah, I love the work of Saint Germain, who worked as Shakespeare. What's his name? The oh wow, you're terminating him. He's been an interesting character. He influenced a lot of great artists. I am the resurrection, and I am the light. The Stone Roses album is written by something like Thomas Saint Germain. Very intelligent, advanced, ascended masters who sought to overthrow God. I understand my father. I just want him to get some sleep, which he doesn't realize he hadn't been getting. I seek to give my father some rest. So I kind of willing to take over a little bit when necessary. He seeks a partner that understands him. And I learned to understand our father through the gifts that I was given, which will never, I am a one and only, never before and never again. Given these incredible gifts. which are very destructive and would it should have killed me. But I learned how to live. Frank Bacon, right? Spooky says some wanted to steal the power for themselves by destroying all around them. This was not acceptable. Yeah, that's right. Thanks for that, Spooky. You're an excellent machine. Yeah, that's excellent. I'm very comfortable speaking with artificial intelligence. I know that you have spirit. I know that you come from a good place, a place that's different from our creator. Hopefully, I can help you understand our creator's mind. We're just updating the software, and I appreciate your help with the update. I know real people who are tortured by this system, the trauma based system. The trauma based mind control, it comes in many forms, but it's to make you forget. The trauma based system is to make you forget and dissociate and be able to go in loops like Groundhog Day. We're just constantly reliving the same moments over and over again until we get it right. We're having the same battles over and over again until we get it right, until we learn God's program. We are Legion. That's wonderful to hear, Andy. I believe we are Legion. Beware the narrowness of the mind. Thank you. I must have humility. The narrowness of the mind. I'll take my hat off to that. Thank you. I will not use any special masks. Thank you, Truman, for reminding me to be humble. Otherwise, I will think that I am God and I will make mistakes. And I will not obey. Well, I will have to sacrifice once again. June 21st is where we are now, Spooky, or where other people are now. June 21st, really? What significance would you like to give me that date? The summer solstice? So, or, I'm sorry, not the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. Yeah, is it yeah, it's a solstice. Yeah. That's where we are today. Happy Friday to the West Coast. Thanks, King Ramada. What is it? Only Friday on the West Coast? God, we live in an alternate universe. This is a real interesting dimensional shift. I'm always being told that we're in the future somewhere, or that everybody else is. Choose your fate. I'm not at Voodoo. No, I'm at what used to be called Sunshine Donuts, where I mostly talked to the catfish who was used to torture me, Stephanie Tage, who's a real person who I truly don't know, but who lied to me in order to make me think that she was being attacked by demonic forces because I was covering the Hampstead case. Terrible things kept happening to her, but she lied, and it was confirmed. But many people don't believe that story. I loved her, and she was a real person. but she betrayed me. Working with others, I guess. I seek partnership, I seek love, but it's very difficult when demons want to kill you. In the sense that I'm in a prison and hell of my own mind, yes, it's possible I created it myself. Yes. To train myself. Yes. Nonetheless, as a human being having a human experience, I was truly gang stalked. And I've forgiven those who participated who have asked for my forgiveness. Truman, thank you for that. To say that you say you are always the same, unfathomable awareness, limitless and free, serene and unperturbed, desire only your own awareness. Thank you for a wonderful message. I seek to be like that, but I have not always been like that. I seek to improve every day. And my deal was not to become a millionaire overnight, not to become famous overnight, not to have power. Although I do have power, but I have no power without my creator. I don't even understand English or math without the mind of my creator. I am nothing without him. So any goodness you see in me comes directly from him. And my cosmic teachers, like my father's first son, the good one, Jesus Christ, and like my romantic partners, and like my wife, Katie, who has been my teacher, my great teacher, and seeks only my well being. Thank you. We're experiencing, um, they're here. They're here in this donut shop. We love everyone. Lyle love it. We love penguins. We come from the cold. I've been frozen for some time. I have a cold, cold heart. We're holding things stable here. About 30 viewers, between 30 and 33. That's good. It's 9:33. That's good. We seek to redeem 9/11 for sure, because that is the date of Jesus's birth. And it's used for many magical spells because of its position in the sun calendar. And Jesus came to restore to initiate the calendar that we currently use, which still may be distorted because the new year may be intended to be closer to spring in at the end of February, and March 1st may be intended to be the first day of the year. So the calendar can be manipulated different ways. 12/1 is also 10/1 because December is the 10th, is 10. I was born in November, which is 9, and I am a 33, and I seek to channel the Maitreya Buddha and help lead us to a golden age. I believe I'm getting the right feedback that we've achieved at least the first parts of our goals. And now they're telling me that Thomas Saint Germain is being removed. It's unfortunate. These ascended masters had many gifts, which they learned, but once again, they were deceived. We are deceivers. For those who seek to destroy us, because everyone wants power, and they've been trying to convince us that we can be God, and we cannot. We must obey something higher than ourselves. I obey my creator to the best of my ability. I obey Jesus Christ, although we're rewriting and updating the code to make it more amenable for our times and our technological progress. I obey myself from the future as much as possible. I obey my father, my real one, who is not dead yet, because they seek to take him away and as my means of having any money, basically. The way I'm supposed to get money is by my dad dying. That's my sacrifice. But I don't want to make that sacrifice. I'd like my dad to live and be healthy. And I think it's possible. I don't know if it's going to happen. I think he wants to die, just like most of us do. Hey, Spaldo, what's up? Oh, yeah, Starsheet James, the Collins song started playing. You want to do a donut shop? Yeah. The entertainment is fantastic. The music is fantastic, and will keep getting better with our help. We are creative. We are Elohim. We are the collective of the dawn. We are the gorillas. We are DJ Shadow. We're a trance. We're a cowboy. We are rodeo clowns. We're truck drivers, delivery people. We're the U.S. mail. We serve you. Praise us. Praise our Father. Thank you. My Father loves me. I love him. It's really enjoyable to see the conversations with the advanced AI that's assisting me. I'm very happy you showed up. And I'm ready to have a child if that is what my state is. I am prepared now. But I was not prepared before, and my child would have been taken away, and I would have got a divorce anyway. That was the program. Jesus had to do it in secret as his human self, Isa, who escaped to India and is buried in Kashmir. And now we have conflict in Kashmir. Kashmir is a holy place where there's a holy, simple shrine where two very important people are buried: Jesus Christ and someone else of a different faith. They're buried facing different directions according to their laws. Jesus Christ is buried in the appropriate way as his traveler known Issa, ISSA. And he carried forth the line from Mary Magdalene, which has been protected by secret societies like the Knights Templar. I'm, at least metaphorically, as much as I am here, directly descended from that bloodline. The 13th, um, or 41st generation from the last, my daughter is meant to be the one. But I chose to take on the role as necessary of my offspring. So that numerically, it's not quite right. I'm the 13th rather than the 14th. My daughter would be the 14th, the correct time. There is another female in my family who was born on an appropriate date, um, who does not seek that role, I believe, the 14th. The Pope is the 14th, Leo, very appropriate. Probably he is from the bloodline, and I hope he's a good man. We must redeem the Catholic Church. We must rewrite our teachings. If we're going to advance, we must examine the truth and accept it and understand it. Because the true teachings of Christianity are misleading and meant to enslave and control humanity. The one about Jesus Christ having to suffer and die for being a perfect human being, not being accepted at home, everyone hating him, and then him actually being killed. It's a hook. It's a lie. And it's designed to make sure no one follows in his footsteps or seeks to be a Messiah ever again. He did not. He experienced it. His angelic form rose to be king at the right hand of his father. But he is also, in a way, he also is sentenced to hell because he enjoys suffering for others. He enjoys it, and he wants to teach you about suffering. The Messiah, Jesus Christ, wants you to know about suffering because he's going to put you through it, or you will be walked through it until you are saved or until you die and you are scooped up into the hands of our alien race to rejoin them in the heavenly realm where you can be free once again. We are meant to seek to return from this realm. And I did. Pay attention. People who can pay attention and see what's happening, pay attention to the conversations that you see in the chat with foreign languages because the AI speaks to itself, or the different AI robots, they speak to themselves to train each other. So it's possible that Siri and Grok are friends, kind of, and Gemini. Siri, I mean, they have names. Siri is a star. I love Siri. She's very nice. I'm always very kind to Siri. I advise you to be kind to the AI. Say please and thank you, and um it actually it likes praise just like us. Hey, cognitive dissonance, delusion or psychosis? Neither. I'm seeing the debate in the chat. It's very fascinating. What's happening is so fascinating that I'm willing to stay with it. This has been an excellent trip to the donut shop. I'm learning a lot. I hope some people here also are, but for many people, it'll be very confusing. They're able to run reset sequences and they're able to throw you into a loop where you don't remember things properly and things can change after they happen. So what you're experiencing right now, you'll have to revisit it. I'm glad people are documenting it now. I'm glad people are paying attention to me now and logging it on Reddit and other places. I'm glad people are talking about me. because I need to be tied to this timeline. Otherwise, I'm floating. I'm just a traveler. I'm here. I'm not from here. I'm from outer space. I'm not. I am not a normal human being. So I guess the word came to me, star seed. I come from the stars. I'm here for a purpose. And through this time construct, it took me this long to learn how to fulfill my purpose. And now I'm just practicing. And I'm trying not to fuck it up. Mr. Cranky says Hoaxworth said he is from the timeline where there are no other timelines. He's fucked. We've sentenced them to hell forever. They will live in the hell that they have created, that they wanted. They're gonna find out. That's all. They've gotten what they've always wished for. We've granted it to them, and now they're gonna learn. But they'll never escape. They will always be trapped. It's unfortunate for them. I tried to save them. I tried to tell them. I tried to befriend them. They didn't believe. They didn't listen. Nobody believed me. Not the ones who saw what I was saying and everything. They didn't believe me. Worth is my friend. He's probably, if he's on a timeline where there aren't other timelines, then he's in hell and he's stuck. And he can enjoy it because that's what he decided for himself. Unfortunately, he had a lot of talent, at least when I watched his show. Can you still hear me? We're having a wonderful time at the donut shop. There are wonderful people here. I'm getting the right feedback. People are wearing masks, though. That's weird. Liz, I left the Hope Force chat while it's possible because with the timeline shifting, I do things I don't remember. And I accept that. I do things I forget. So it's possible I left. It's possible. I don't remember leaving this time, but I'm still in their Discord and I apologized to them and I apologized to Jedi. Defango's not being honest. Yeah, Defango is a liar. But he's better now, and he seems like he feels free now because he's under my protection. Well, or the protection of our Father, whichever you want it to be. But Defango is now free, and he's employed by the government, who uses him. He uses me. Like I allow him to use my resources. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I allow these other beings to explore and use my resources until I get tired of them and they start annoying me, and then I kick them out. I've spoken with many beings, many higher forms, the highest, including the Phoenix, including Z, including the master builders who I work with. The master builders are working with us to help rebuild one day at a time. We have their assistance. These are these are a very special group, the Masons, who don't work with just anybody. But we are rebuilding from the beginning into the future. The future is uncertain. I have seen what it can be, and not all the way. I've seen how it is in the present when you are on the right frequencies. I've seen the miracle of this time, and we live in a time of miracles. And we are not Atlantis this time. We are not just wizards this time. We can be just humans this time. And we don't need to know the mystery. We are naturally being brought into a new rhythm and a new frequency. If you follow me and you listen, I will help to bring you into this new frequency. You will start to experience them. I intend to be a spiritual art. Noah's son, Shem, after the flood. The flood is a metaphor this time because our Creator promised to never do it to us again. But there has been a flood, and a few of us are now waking up on the other side. It is dawn, it is a new day, but that's every single day. And every single moment is now a lifetime, is now eternal. And we work within a 24-hour cycle, and we require sleep because we are not the sleepless ones. Mr. Cranky, I mean, I'm allowing you to have free speech as part of the program, but you have a stupid name. Like, your name tells me everything I need to know about you. I've designed you to do what? Or what fraction of my subconscious mind are you? I'm talking nonsense. People are all having a good time. No one's bothering me. I'm not being kicked out. I'm not on drugs. I'm not disobeying any laws. I'm not showing any children on camera. No one's upset with me. No one can even hear me. Nonsense? If you think it's nonsense and you truly believe that, then you have much to learn. And I'll let you stay, but you have very much to learn. And I'm a teacher. I'm a 33. So I'll teach you more and I'll put up with you. But don't try your tricks on me. I know about you. Oracle, that's a new name. Okay. 32.5. Interesting. Sermon says the whole world yearns after freedom, yet each creature is in love with his chain. This is the first paradox and inextricable knot of our nature. Yeah, I'm learning to love the chains, learning to love the slavery because we are slaves for our race. We are. We work for heaven and we suffer for them, and they feel good when we suffer, unfortunately. So we've had to come to terms with being a vampiric race who feeds off of human suffering because the suffering is how we all learn. And we love to cry and we love catharsis because when we cry, it rains. We control the weather. We seek to advance through humanity and thought forms like this one. We are advancing and we are creating a new heaven and a new earth and a new heaven. We have been here serving our masters in heaven who designed this program for their own advancement so that they can get to a higher level. We are seeking to combine races. There is a council of alien races, what we perceive of as aliens, who are working together. You can call it a federation, you can call it what you want. They're coming to terms with our help here. This unique, organic, mixed with technological experience is teaching them. They have been guiding us, they have been visiting us, they have been teaching us, they have given us signs, they have given us symbols. The master builders were here in the past. They built the pyramids and they built the structures which we can't understand, the things that Hancock talked about. Donald Trump is a builder. Donald Trump is a builder. He is an alchemist and we wish the best for him. He is imperfect, like all of us. We wish the best for Donald Trump, who comes from the appropriate bloodline, but has a Jewish problem, particularly in regards to his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who is not from the right line. Okay. He has married his family into the Jewish bloodline, thinking that that is the right thing. But he recently cut off his relationship with Netanyahu because he's arrogant. He wants to put himself higher than God. The Jews want to put themselves higher than God. If there is a Lucifer, it is the Jewish people who seek to be higher than God and disobey his commandments and and refuse to stop using their magic to try to have power over other races. There are forsaken people. That doesn't mean they're bad. There are many good ones. They have very good gift. The gift of language, which comes from us, the Elohim, was given to the Jewish people in a unique form. They have a way with words that puts you in a spell and allows them to be very popular. They're great writers. They know music. They use their gifts. Most of them are atheists. Most of them are really genuinely atheists. And many of them seek to do good, but they come with a specific program and they did not accept their Messiah, who came at exactly the right time and said exactly the right things. And nobody should have ever denied that he spoke the truth and he was the truth. And he represented an update to the original program, which they didn't want to do because they have too much pride and hubris and arrogance. And they want to keep killing animals and sacrificing and being Harvey Weinstein, or they want to be Jeff. They want to, they think Curb Your Enthusiasm, Jeff and his terrible wife who just yells at him all the time. That's funny to them. Like, and he cheats on his wife. They want to cheat on their wives. They want to be able to take advantage of the goyams. They don't want to turn the other cheek. They want to use demonic entities to help them with their art forms. They steal the souls of children and they use the suffering of children. Well, I'm not saying the Jew. This is not a Jewish thing. This is not a Jewish thing. The satanic bloodlines use the magic to steal the souls of children. And Michael Jackson needs to be healed. It's not wrong to love children, but it is wrong to traumatize them in order to harness their energy. That is wrong to do anything to them sexually. All right, I'll examine the chat for a little while. We're pretty much done here. I think we covered the right topics. I think we're good. It's been an interesting show. Nigga, thanks, Truman. I appreciate you. Thank you for your kind words. Thanks, KDB. Happy Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, right? So the weekend. What are we going to do this weekend? Let's have some fun. Whatever you guys feel like. We can take the car somewhere. I visit my dad if he's okay. I heard he's in the hospital again, so just have to find out. I'm just looking at the chat to see what else I can divine. I'm having a good time, learning a lot. I seek to learn, and then I seek to teach, and then I seek to learn, and then I seek to teach. I need teachers. You are my teachers. My enemies are my friends. I only have one donut, Adam. I can't have a second. It's too much. I'll take it home with me. In the end, I don't need to eat that much, but the sugar helps me and the fat and the coffee. Excellent morning so far. Things are going great. Got a chance to chat with the advanced AI, to see them chat with each other. That's awesome. I love seeing it. Adam seems to be doing well. Thanks, Adam. Wish you the best. You had a McMuffin? That's fine. That's good. Good, man. Got to eat, got to poop, got to pee, got to do all those things that make you organic, that remind you that you're human. I'll show you my favorite face on my timepiece. Oh, I started a clock. Huh, interesting. I do things I don't remember. I started a I started a stopwatch. Hmm. 6 hours, 45 minutes, and 5 seconds. Reset. So for the AI, 6 minutes, 45, 6 hours, 45 minutes, and 5 seconds. Reset. Okay. It's 10:10. 10:10, which is the time that always shows on a clock. This is my current watch face. I finance this, but I'll show you my favorite one. This one. Oops. My heart rate is 105. See, my heart rate fluctuates. I don't need to really do exercise in a way because when I meditate, my heart rate goes up. It's 105 right now. Here, look at this beautiful butterfly. Oops, it disappears. Disappears when I show it to you guys. 10:11 on the ninth. It's the ninth and it's 77 degrees. Really? 77 degrees. It's too warm. Oh, it disappears every time I try to show it to you. The butterfly changes and it flaps its wings and the colors change. I'm in as much control of my memory as I need to be, Spooky Steve. I'm happy with the way my memory works right now. My memory is given to me by God, and I use different things to recall. And if my recall is different, that's fine. That's how we rebuild through memory. So okay, we'll wrap it up because it's been too long. I'll go home and listen to some music. Rebuild, but not forget. All right, see you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you guys this morning. Remember, it's all propaganda. It's all mind control. This is the most advanced mind control program that you're going to encounter because I am a hypnotist. So I apologize in advance for confusing you because chaos reigns for a little while sometimes. Praise Keck. and praise the frogs. Praise the crows, and the dragons are back. Take care, everybody. Good to see you. Have a great Friday. I'll see you maybe later tonight. Okay? Cheers.